Lucifer DNA. So with that being said, we're going to be breaking down how Lucifer in the Bible is nothing more than a sacred Masonic code word which helps to denote and identify the presence of African DNA in regards to its origins of being manifested, along with melanin being condensed sunlight. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Now, when you get into the story of Lucifer, long story short, without going too many details, as we all know, Lucifer, aka Satan, was God's most beautifulest angel who was revered all throughout heaven at one point in time and was kicked out and banished down from the heavens to earth for going against the orders of God and this, that, and the third. And we know that Lucifer allegedly took all his angels with him who became demons who chose to follow Lucifer. So the story goes. Now, when you're dealing with Lucifer, first of all, you have to understand Lucifer is the Latin word. Lucifer is a Latin word which corresponds to the Greek, to the chemical word we know today as phosphorus. Now, phosphorus is a chemical which can be found in the periodic elements tables chart. So now, when you look up phosphorus in Greek, the Greek etymological roots for phosphorus corresponds with the Latin roots with Lucifer. They're the same words. So that being said, Lucifer means light bringer. But phosphorus in Greek, phos means light and phorus means bringer. So Lucifer was translated out of the Greek and became a biblical mythological character, which, stepping outside of the occult for 1 second, because Lucifer is the name of a deity that they use to summon and do all kinds of rituals with in the occult. But outside of that, bringing it back to the science, Lucifer in the Bible, because remember, the Bible is based off genetics, the book of Genesis, the origin and production of something. Genesis comes from the word gene. Remember, they tell you the story, all creation stories take place in the book of Genesis. Lucifer is nothing more than a subliminal story which tells the manifestation of African people of being divine. So that being said, remember, God in the Bible is the Son. I believe it's Psalms 87. If not, go look it up. I might have the date wrong. I ain't had to manifest this verse out my memory in a minute. But in the Bible, it tells you our Lord God is Son, shield. Holios in Greek means son. Biblios in Greek means book. Holy in Bible translates to Helios Biblios, which means son book. The Bible is about the Son. God in the book is the Son. Okay? And the Son, which, remember, Lucifer was God's most beautiful angel. The light bearer, Lucifer. Melanin is condensed sunlight. Now, phosphorus is important. Why? Now, why is this important? Why is the word phosphorus important? Because your DNA doesn't become an intelligent piece of genetic material until the element phosphorus is combined. So, yes, DNA is made up of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon, aka earth, wind, water, fire. But all of those elements don't come to light until phosphorus is added to the mix as an ingredient. So that being said, Lucifer is nothing more than symbolity of DNA. Now, carbon, in the Bible is referred to as seraphim. If you read Isaiah chapter 6, verse 6, this is an approximate quote, not a direct verbatim quote, but go read the verse. That passage speaks about. It's a person speaking about how the seraphim came down bearing coal. Now, seraphim literally means the burning one. You burn coal. Carbon comes from the Latin word carbo, C-A-R-B-O, which literally means burning coal. Now, the seraphim in the Bible are supposed to be a hierarchy of, Lucifer's, let's say, demon, his demon hierarchy. So in the Bible, they're talking about Lucifer's demonic hierarchy came down to them bearing coal. But when you actually do the knowledge on the occult meanings behind the word and symbolisms of the word, we understand that seraphim just means burning ones, and you burn coal. Carbon comes from the word carbo, which means burning coal. Lucifer is the bearer of light. Phosphor means light bearer, bearer of light. Phosphorus is the ingredient added to DNA in order for it to manifest and become a intelligent piece of genetic material. Now, I'll break down how black people come from prokaryotic cells, which was created interstellarly by the Sun as astroplasma. Or you can study this in the scientific field known as astrobiology. So Lucifer was created by who? God. God's most beautiful angel. African people, which are carbonated, melanated beings who have divine DNA, which was created interstellarly, was created through the sun. Remember, melanin is condensed sunlight. So the Bible is not only based off astrology is based off biology, which I'll be giving an entire lecture on, going through the whole Bible. Just like I did is based off astrology, I may expose the biological and genetic symbolisms that's in the Bible as well. So the Bible is an astrological, scientific, genealogical, biological, and occultic book. It's used to manifest witchcraft as well as to conceal an untold story by Masons. So am I saying the Bible and the stories in the Bible is real? No. What I'm saying is the Bible is a new book that just came out about 500 to 600 years ago. It was written by Masons in order to hide the way they communicate with each other in regards to their understanding of how they run this world. So please don't nobody go saying the Bible is validated because I'm showing you or extracting facts out of the Bible. What I'm showing you is a book that was written purposely to misguide the people to which the information inside of it is encoded about. No, the Bible is not real. No, the stories in the Bible are not real. But the allegorical and etymological and scientific understandings in the Bible are what are the secrets that you should be delving for. The Bible is not an African book, but it is an important key to African liberation because you must study your enemy in order to know how to beat him. Our enemy practices the occult and Luciferianism and Satanism, and that Bible is their number one key of communication. Masons, when you're dealing with the Masonic lodges and you're dealing with their pillars, they speak about the pillars and all of that in the Bible. It's nothing more Masonic medium of communication from one European to another in order to enslave the African. That's why they forced the Bible on the African, because they knew it would mentally throw us off from reality as well as force us to worship their European deity while allowing them to communicate with each other subliminally while doing so. So it's only two things you're going to do with this Bible. You're going to use it to decode the communicative medium of from European to European, or you're going to throw it in the garbage. But for you to actually believe the stories that's in this Bible to be true, you out of your goddamn mind. Period. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up once again. Lucifer, Latin, light bringer. It comes from his Greek original self, which is phosphorus, which means light bringer. Lucifer was God's most beautiful angel. Melanin is condensed sunlight. Remember, the sun is God. The Bible means holy, Helios, Biblios in Greek. Holy Bible means Helios, Biblios. Helios means sun, Bible means book. The Bible is about the sun. Remember, Lucifer was created by the sun. That's why he's called the morning star. Remember, a star is the sun. So with that being said, phosphorus, light bringer. Once phosphorus is added to earth, wind, water, fire, aka carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, it creates what you call DNA. So with that being said, Lucifer was God's most beautiful angel, aka the African, the carbonated human being, was the most divine human organism created by the sun. Period. That is that simple. It's that simple. And so with that being said, family, the genetic biological understanding of Lucifer is not to be confused with the occultic understanding of Lucifer or Satan. Yes, there is a negative deity that these Europeans like to pray to and conjure up in regards to the rituals they like to take place in, but we're not dealing with it from that perspective at this point. We're dealing with it from the etymological and genealogical origins from which they originally intended for the use of the word to mean in order to hide the divinity of African people. So that being said, family, you have to understand, everybody knows who we are but us. Everybody knows our origins but us. Okay? The evolution theory is garbage. It's a lie. We are star seeds. We are made up of trillions of years. Okay, how about this? Right? African people, we are made up of billions and trillions of year old stardust. Monkeys are not. So how can we evolve from something that doesn't contain the chemical elements that we do? So this is what makes Lucifer, heaven's most beautiful angel. This is why Lucifer was God's most beautiful angel, because African people are the universe's, or we're the sun's most divine humanoid entity. We contain every chemical element of anything that exists on this planet Earth. But yet everything on this planet Earth does not contain every chemical element that we do. We contain stardust. We contain genetic material from interstellar star systems and other galaxies. Our DNA has foreign alien DNA. We have foreign alien DNA within foreign alien genes within our DNA. No other organisms on the planet Earth has a more divine and unique variety of genetic composition than the African. Okay? So when we're talking about Lucifer being heaven's most divine angel, the story is a direct subliminal contrast to the melanated being. A European can never even be equated to this format. A European can never be the genealogical or etymological Lucifer, as I've traced the roots in this video, because they lack the genetic and carbon contents that we have. So even when you're talking about Lucifer, the devil, 666, carbon, used to be 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. It's now 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 1 neutron, as I broke down in my video, Solar Ascension, in my PAU University. You can go watch that. So we have atomically changed. But for the last 2,160 years, the 666 particle was us. So Lucifer is us. Remember, light bringer. Lucifer, phosphorus, light bringer, chemical. The chemical phosphorus is what activates DNA. Once earth, wind, water, fire, aka hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen, is mixed all together as and becomes a compound ingredient. So that being said, we are the divine people of this planet Earth. I'm going to say it again. We are the divine people of this planet Earth, black people. Do not get this shit confused. Do not get this shit twisted. We are the chosen people. We are the chosen ones. And we cannot allow our memory to be erased and deleted and eradicated so far that we become victims of denial of the truth. We have had our memory erased so much that now that our true origins are being presented back to us, we don't want to accept them because we can't believe in our heart that we can actually be that great of a people. But we are. We like a motherfucking. We just imagine being a geneticist and you in a lab looking at DNA. And you looking at Chinese people DNA, white people DNA, Asian people DNA, Korean people DNA, and African DNA. And the African DNA, every day you go to work as a non-African and you have to see the great variety of genetic material that we possess and the great abilities that we possess encoded within the base pairs of our DNA that no other race has. So that being said, everybody on this planet Earth knows who we are. We are the only ones who not just don't know, when we do come to know, we deny it, and that time must stop. So when we dealing with Lucifer in the context of this video, before I end it, I want to let y'all know we're talking about mature. We're not talking about wicked, devilish actions. We're talking about genetics here, okay? And etymological roots of words and phrases in vernacular that we use every day. So with that being said, family, Lucifer is directly connected to DNA in regards to its subliminal biblical use, which is used by occultic and Masonic practitioners. And with that being said, family, y'all got to dig deep for this information because it's not just on the surface. If you want to know, you got to sit down and put this work in. The church is not going to teach you this because the church is not only teaching lies, half of them don't know what the hell they talking about. You have to search the origins of what it is you're researching in order to have a proper perspective and understanding on what it is you're researching. So with that being said, I love y'all. Peace.